That's a full-blown crotch rocket. Better pull over and get out of the way. Alright. Finally. Now when I'm riding this, I can only keep up as long as you allow me to keep up, because you definitely have the faster bike now. It's the first time I get to see it from the back. First time I get to see it ridden. That's a mighty fine taillight it's got. Yeah, the shift linkage can be adjusted if that's what you want. See what you think about it by the end of cruise control. Now you're just asking for too much. The KLX, it sounds good, but it sure don't like running into a headwind at this speed. The fastest you've gone around this turn, well, that's good. Already inspiring some confidence. The guy that bought your 250, I think he wasn't used to that either. Or no, he was used to it. He pushed the button and it shut off. He's like, isn't that great that they shut off like that now instead of the old way? And I was like, yeah, funny story about that. It took Tracy probably 2 or 3 years to realize that's how you shut them off. I kind of wish the video could hear what you're saying. Yeah, like even though I'm a fair bit taller than you, and I still find it more comfortable than your other one. Look at that thing. I wasn't totally sold on that 400 scheme, but it really looks good now that I see it out in action. Yeah, the red one was just not the way to go. Everyone would have said, yeah, that's a nice bike for a Honda. Very nice dog. Be a good bumper sticker for you. I brake for dogs. And cows. No, you brake for dogs, you honk for cows. The camper's got a bit of a lean to it. Sitting in the muddy lawn. Great now that this road finally got the missing link of bad pavement fixed. Here, you can get a feel for it in a couple of turns here. Not so, when it's in braking, it's not so well to go easy on it. It's just vary your riding. Like, don't be scared to give it shit, but you don't want to just drone along at the same speed, the same RPM. Use the gearbox, use the power. Engine braking is a big part of it too. Like after a long, hard stretch of acceleration, just totally let off the gas and let it engine brake for a little bit. First today. First time doing this or that, and it's still relatively clean. We'll have to try to keep it that way. See, just like this one, spotless. I've been reading on the 400 forum that some people are having issues with the transmission. Well, I don't know if it's real or not yet. It's They're hitting false neutrals, like usually shifting 5th to 6th, I think is what I'm seeing most often. But it hasn't happened to me once. I don't think you've had it happen to you. We're just gonna keep our fingers crossed that it's either rider error or a really isolated incident. I can fit in here, but you better wait. Not that you've got a problem catching up now. So you're about 5 kilometers off from your top speed coming through here, and this is only your first time coming through this year. Well, that's good. It means you're a lot more comfortable with that one. After this coming week, there shouldn't be any more snow hanging out in here. Finally start seeing some temperatures in the teens. Another first bug of the season. After the 10 millionth I clean off the shield, though, it's going to lose that effect. Got to stand once in a while when you only got a 2x4 for a seat. Just can't let the police see you standing up on a dirt bike anymore, because apparently that's like as bad as stunting. She's a real high-speed machine, this KLX. Dirty with such a clean bike.
Awesome.
Here, clutch and transmission are really good.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if I find the clutch really light, but I figured you'd like it.
I love it.
Doesn't take all day to get going, huh? I find even in 6th gear it picks up speed at a decent pace. That's good, because I was actually going to ask you that if the sun was interfering with the gauges much, because I never really drove it in the sunlight. So they're in like direct sunlight right now and they're still readable. That's good. So I was really hoping that you would be able to adjust the brightness on it, kind of like my 10 does. But there's no adjustment, it just is what it is. But it seems to work well. Okay. In that color scheme, they just think that's a full-blown crotch rocket. Better pull over and get out of the way. And I'm catching a lot of bugs now. Oh, yeah, I see that. He was watching the water. Had a little camel vest on. Could be a bird dog in training. I made a prediction earlier this year that this bike wouldn't make such a great chase bike for you anymore. Nice. Anything over 100 kilometers an hour, this thing isn't so happy, but yours is still doing just fine there. So you'll soon be due for your first fill-up. Sometimes see these small displacement bikes with they'll have fewer kilometers on them than yours does right now, and they're like 2 or 3 years old for sale. So you've already got more use out of that one than most people. What is your average fuel economy reading? So 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers. It's not too shabby. Really hanging off the bike when you wave is, you know, pretty cool, but if you want to be really cool, you don't wave, you just shoot them a scowl. Damn crotch rockets. Riding a dual sport, it confuses guys on cruisers. It's like, it's not another Harley, but it's a motorcycle, and I kind of like dirt bikes, but there's plastic on it. I'm so torn. Yeah, it's nice out, but it's chilly, yeah. After you're out for, well, we got about 100 kilometers in, so it's enough. It starts to get through the gear and starts to get at you. Go home and warm up and then get on with the rest of the day.